Hey girlies, it's your girl back with another video. So for today's video, I really wanted to get into all of the new makeup that's been coming out and how kind of underwhelming it's been for me, at least. So we're gonna take a peek and maybe we can de-influence each other from buying new makeup that we really don't need. If you're new here, my name is Karina. I do a lot of makeup related content. I do a lot of chat get ready with me. Sometimes I do vlogs. I love to talk makeup. I really hope that you'd subscribe. Please like the video if you like it. It would really help me out. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I haven't really been seeing a lot of new exciting makeup that's been coming out. Usually for these types of videos, I like to go on Trend Mood, which is a page on Instagram, and they usually post a lot of like the new makeup releases that come out. So we're gonna go through and see what catches our eye and what doesn't. I feel like, so I've actually already took a peek earlier this week. I was finding that there wasn't really anything that was catching my interest. I did want to mention, so let's just go ahead and get into it. If you're familiar with the Hourglass ambient lighting palettes, usually I feel like they come in like a 6-pan palette. For this release, they're releasing it so that you can customize your own quad. I've never owned these palettes. They are a little pricey. Honestly, as somebody who has never bought one of these before, I think I would prefer a palette that's already pre-made, because I feel like usually, I mean, I don't know, right? This is just me in my head. I feel like people who manufacture, like brands that manufacture things, they already have an idea of what things should look like. So I think for me, I'd rather be somebody who is like guided through shades in that way. So I'm not gonna be buying this or doing a customizable one. I think in the future, if I ever buy a palette and I'm like, maybe I prefer these shades over these shades, then I would buy the quad. But as somebody who's never had any of these, I just don't think that this would be appealing to me. They are going for $78, which is actually insane for a quad. Hourglass is so pricey. I've never tried anything Hourglass, I don't think. Maybe I think that I have their concealer. I think I've tried their concealer and the concealer is pretty good. So Glossier is coming out with some new lip glazes. They're calling them their cooling creamy lip oil. They're coming out with 6 different shades, each one for a whopping $22. Okay, I am not paying $22 for a lip oil. I mean, it depends on what brand, right? But for Glossier, I've never really been such a huge Glossier fan. I've never tried anything Glossier. So I think e.l.f. has plenty lip oils that are very pretty. They actually came out with some new ones that I do want to try out. Let's see if they have them on here, because I love a good affordable dupe or replacement for something, right? Okay, yeah, they're called the new Reviver Melting Lip Balms by e.l.f. Cosmetics. They cost $9 each. So if you want to splurge on a new lip oil, because granted, I'm sure a lot of us already have a lot of lippies in our collections, I think e.l.f. always has really good lip options, really good lip dupes for like higher end things. If it's gonna be between Glossier and e.l.f., it's gonna be e.l.f. for me. The Glossier packaging is really pretty. I think they do a really good job with catching the consumer's attention. By Terry is coming out with some tea to tan powder blush. So these actually look really pretty. She came out with 6 different shades, and they're each going for 45 euros. This must be a European or British brand, so I'm not familiar with any of their products, but the packaging looks stunning. I don't need any more blush, so I'm not gonna get it. It's very, very pretty though. I love the shades. The shades look like they're very vibrant, perfect for the summer. Let's see what else. Merit is coming out with a tinted mineral sunscreen broad spectrum SPF 45. They're actually coming out with a decent amount of shades. The shade range is not the best though. It looks, I think with tints and like lighter formulas, you can get away with a more sparse shade range because they can blend into the skin better. But this one is going for $38. If I didn't already have so many tints, I would try it. And I might still try this one actually. You know, the one that I'm actually more interested in is in the Milk Makeup Tinted Serum. That one is kind of grabs my attention just because I haven't bought anything Milk in a while. But I'm also trying to do good about like saving my money and budgeting this year. So I don't know. The idea of buying the Merit one sounds nice, but I don't really need it in the grand scheme of things. And it's $38. So I don't know. I don't really know much about Merit to begin with. I think I'm gonna pass. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. It's 45 SPF, and usually for SPFs I like things that are at least 50 if that's gonna be like my main source of SPF. So this I would still wear a sunscreen underneath with, but I'm not gonna get this. Hoola came out with a new blush shade. This one they're calling Glossy. It's a really pretty peach shade. I'm not sure what they sell their blushes for, but I will find that and put that on the screen for you. I just don't see myself buying this. It just doesn't really scream innovation to me. It doesn't really scream exciting. I think if I got it as a gift, of course I would use it, but I don't know. I have enough blush to go around, so I am not gonna purchase this. You know what blush I am interested in? And I wasn't able to get my hands on it because I feel like it's been sold out for a long time. Morphe actually came out with a 3-pan little thing, and I actually want to try those because I've been seeing a lot of people use them, and I feel like Morphe, they fell off for a little bit, but I think they're coming back. I think they're finding their way back into this new era of makeup, and I think they're honestly doing a good job, especially when it comes to like attracting the consumers that they want. I did want to mention the new Charlotte Tilbury Duo Lip Liner. She came out with 4 different ones, and each one has like 2 different shades that kind of go together on each end. They're each going for $26. I would love to try these, but the way my collection of lip liners looks like right now, I don't need any more. You guys tell me if you guys are familiar with the formula. Is it worth investing? Because $26, you're essentially paying $13 for a mini because you're getting 2 different colors, but you're paying half for 2. So essentially you get to try 2 different shades that she thinks go well together, or that you could use, whether it be together or independently, but they're very close in shades. Honestly, it's kind of a good deal, but I'm not gonna get it because I don't need any more lip liners. Sometimes that doesn't necessarily stop me, but like I feel like if I bought this, it would be to try out for content, not necessarily because I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I need this. Even though Charlotte Tilbury, it's been like pulling me in slowly. I don't know, I might buy 1 or 2 just to try out and like make content, but we're gonna see. If you guys see it on my channel, then you know that I did buy it. I did want to mention, I feel like a lot of companies, maybe just people are obsessed with anything lip products these days. Dominique Cosmetics came out with her new lip frame liners. She came in with 9 different shades. The packaging is really cute. I just don't know how well the little color thing on the end of them. You know how sometimes you can see a little swatch of color at the end of the pencil? I just don't know how accurate that is to the shades that she has, because I did actually go to her website to look at them, and I was like, wait a minute. I feel like she could have done a way better job with the little swatches on the pencils, because that would honestly deter me from purchasing the pencil, because they just, I don't know, they just don't look accurate. I'm gonna see if I can find swatches of all of them. Okay, so I found this reel that she created of all the swatches of the pencils, and you can see here, I mean, maybe it looks better. The swatches do look a little bit closer in color, like next to the pencil. But when you see the pencil alone, and maybe it's because the pencil is a pink, it has a light pink casing and then the swatches at the end of it, maybe those colors together just don't, you know how sometimes when you put 2 colors together, it'll look different if you have a different or darker or lighter shade in the background. This is what it's giving to me at this point, because the swatches do look a lot more similar, but I don't need any more pencils, y'all. I don't need any more lip liners. Even though Dominique Cosmetics, I've tried a few of her things. I have tried her eyeshadow formula, and I've tried her lip gloss formula, and this was like years ago, so I don't know if she's changed the formula at all, but from what I remember, she usually has pretty good formulas. I just can't get myself to buy another lip liner, y'all. I can't. Naked Sundays, they're coming out with a new mineral SPF 50 blush and bronze balm. These kind of remind me of the Pixie ones. I took a pause from filming because my camera started overheating, and the people outside are working outside and you can hear it, and I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try my best to fix it if I can do it. Let's just pretend like that's not happening, okay? That's one of like my biggest pet peeves as a content creator and as somebody who films videos, is sometimes I can't control when the people outside are working. Anyways, let's keep on going. Let's see. You know, I think I found that Trendmood doesn't post all of makeup releases like it used to. I feel like there's more releases that I'm just not seeing on the Trendmood page, but maybe it's just me. So I feel like I'm scrolling and there's not much that I really want to talk about. They did post that Maybelline came out with a new mascara. This is their Colossal Bubble Mascara. Honestly, I've always been a fan of Drugstore mascara. I just don't think that's something that I can get myself to spend $20+ on. So this probably will be something that I try. I'm actually not wearing any lashes today, so I've been embracing my natural lash for a few weeks now. Honestly, for a few months now, so I haven't gotten extensions, and sometimes I haven't even been wearing lash strips. Maybelline and L'Oreal are one of the two brands that I feel like do really well when it comes to mascara. There's another brand, Essence. Essence has a couple of mascaras that are also work really well, and they're not breaking your bank. And mascara is one of those things that it dries out within like 3 to 6 months. So to me, something that you're actually constantly buying throughout the year. So I just don't see myself spending money on a higher end. So this might be something that I pick up to try out. But yeah, don't sleep on the Drugstore mascara. Makeup Forever came out with some Artist Color Crayon waterproof multi-use sticks for cheeks, lips, and eyes. I do love Makeup Forever. I haven't tried too many things from them. I've only really tried their lip liners. I do love their lip liners. I just don't see myself using these sticks. They give very much Crayola to me. I would have to try them. I would have to give them a fair shot, but I don't think I'd be picking those up. I think they're going for $33 for each one. I will not be buying them. I would love to try a bronzer shade for the summer, just because I feel like bronzers are up and coming for this year. I don't know, something tells me. Actually, I know that House Labs came out with a bronzer. I'm not sure how recent that was. Or no, they came out with their Color Fuse Blush Bombs. I'm not sure how long ago that was, but I saw a TikTok, and maybe it's because they're targeting me, but I saw a TikTok of somebody and he grabbed a shade. It was one of these shades. I can't remember which one. He almost used it as like a bronzer slash blush. It was like a 2-in-1 moment, and it was so pretty. I might pick up one of those, maybe. Or maybe one of the Makeup Forever ones. I don't know. We'll see. But that's like the only thing that I'm really intrigued in. But yeah, I feel like there wasn't really much to talk about. I mean, you guys tell me if there's anything that I was missing in that. Let me know if there's anything that y'all are excited about. I don't know if y'all are seeing makeup releases that I'm just completely missing, but I think this is good. This is good for our pockets. This is good for our savings. So I'm not even gonna complain. Okay? But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and also give this video a huge thumbs up. It really helped me out. And yeah, guys, I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.